I want to talk to you guys about something I see way too often. You're thinking about that home remodel, a casita, or maybe even a home addition, and someone offers you a crazy low price. Can get it done in half the time with no permits, no problems. It sounds very tempting, but after 20 years in this business, I've seen this go wrong more often than I can count. Let me tell you what really happens and how to protect yourself. So let's talk about permits. Yeah, they cost money and they take time, but here's what they actually do for you. Structural work gets inspected so your house don't fall down. Electrical work gets checked so your house don't burn down, and plumbing gets verified so you don't flood out your neighbor. When you skip permits, you're gambling with your biggest investment. And when you go to sell, good luck explaining to the buyers why there's no permit for the addition. I want to tell you about an experience I've had, and these experiences happen more often than not. It's a remodel disaster. The clients hired unlicensed people to do the work. It wasn't simple paint on the wall, tile on the floor type of remodel. This was major remodel where it's rewiring the whole house, replumbing the whole house, HVAC, having to install windows and doors. You know, they saw that it was going to be cheaper to forego hiring a licensed contractor or doing any permits or any of the sort. You know, they thought they can save some money and just control it and get it done by hiring their own people. That's where I came in. They called me and said, hey, can you help us out? Can you fix this? The initial inspection I did, there was quite a few red flags. We found a lot of things structural with this thing, where now we've got to get a structural engineer involved to make sure that their back wall don't fall down and the roof comes caving in. We got to get a licensed electrician in there to make sure that the house doesn't get burned down. And we got to get the plumber in there to make sure that nothing's going to flood behind the walls and cause more damage down the road. So these homeowners are spending a lot more money and a lot more time to get a licensed professional, to get the right permits in there, to get it done right the first time. Arizona takes this seriously. Our register of contractors doesn't mess around. As licensed contractors, we have to get background checked, prove financial responsibility, and pass competency exams. We are required to give written contracts with specific protections. If we screw up, you file a complaint and the ROC will investigate. The ROC has a recovery fund that you can get reimbursed up to $30,000 if a licensed contractor rips you off. Now try that with an unlicensed cash deal guy. If somebody can't give you an estimate in writing or a bid in writing on what it's going to take and what it's going to cost and what it's going to entail to get your project done, it's a big red flag. If somebody's asking for cash up front or paid in full, or you're making out personal checks even to them and not to a company or to a business, that's a huge red flag. Look, I'm not saying this to scare you. I've cleaned up too many of these projects already. Before you hire anybody, get everything in writing and make sure you know what's not included in that project. Build in some contingency costs and confirm they are pulling the proper permits. Yes, licensed permitted work does cost more up front, but it's insurance for your home. This is the biggest investment you guys have, and believe me, it's worth doing it right.